to the deepest secrets of different bills. Hey, Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from defenders to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you. All right, now listen, before we get too far in this video, you know exactly what you need to do. Make sure you drop a like, and let's get this video to at least 1,000 likes, okay? That will definitely push the video to the recommended. And furthermore, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe. I'm by far the hardest working YouTuber in the 2K community, and hopefully you appreciate that 9 a.m. and that 4 p.m. upload every single day, and you can show that appreciation by dropping a like and subscribing. All right, now let's get straight into this video. All right, so today we are going to talk about the best point guard build for rec or pro-am. That's just solely what this build is going to be for, rec or pro-am. That's it. Now we're not going to be trying to make, you know, a small forward or a power forward and make that into a point guard. We're going to use an actual point guard. Okay, now obviously there is some pros and cons to making an actual point guard for as your team, or making a power forward or small forward to be your point guard on team. There's pros and cons to both. Okay, and we're going to talk about that. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to keep the height at 6'3", and then we're going to drop the weight to 182, and then we're going to max out the wingspan. Okay, drop the weight to 182, max out the wingspan to 7 feet. All right, and then here what we're going to do is this. All right, and this is where things get a little tricky. So you do want to max out your driving dunk, and then you just want to go 90 on your driving layup, and then you want to max out your post control for 11 badges. Okay, then here you want to max out your mid-range and your three-point shot, and then you want to go 78 on your free throw, because obviously this is a pro-am, so you want to have a good free throw. Okay, so 78 is going to be good enough. Then you want to go 80 on your pass accuracy, and then you want to max out your ball handle and the speed with ball. Okay, and then here, this is where you have to go, guys. You want to skip interior, you want to skip your perimeter defense. All you want to do is just max out your steal, and then you want to max out your defense and offensive rebound, and I'm gonna explain this when we get there. Then here, all you want to do is just go 80 speed, and I'm gonna explain that. Then you want to max out your acceleration. You want to go skip your strength. You want to go 70 on the vert, and then of course you just want to go 60, in this instance 62 on your stamina. Okay, so let's just start from the bottom and work our way back up. All right, so the reason why I only have speed at 80 is because speed is only for transitional purposes, right? So as a point guard, you really want to worry about what your speed is going to be when you have the ball in your hand, and that's going to be obviously a 99. But when you're, you know, running back on defense and that type of deal, that's all that speed is for. Okay, acceleration obviously is different, because that's going to allow you to get from point A to point B quick, right? It's just almost like quick first step. You know how it's going to allow you to explode quickly from one point to another. Well, I don't know how effective acceleration is when you already have quick first step Hall of Fame. I don't know by, you know, having in this instance, a 98 acceleration along with, you know, Hall of Fame quick first step. Is that going to be faster than someone that has, you know, an 80 acceleration with Hall of Fame quick first step? I don't know. So maybe if 2K Labs come up with that test, then, you know, we'll be able to really know that, because maybe we do not need acceleration to be that high. All right, maybe all we need is this Hall of Fame quick first step. I don't know. Okay, now here, offense and defensive rebound. The only reason why this maxed out is just for the badges, to keep it honest with you. Okay, we have still maxed out because we want to be able to have pickpocket, and we want to be able to have interceptor Hall of Fame. That's what you really need when you're playing in the rec and when you're playing in pro-am and that type of deal. Because let's keep it a stack, you're not going to be playing that much defense as the point guard. Your lockdown is going to be playing the on-ball defense. All right, so when you are basically playing rec and pro-am, and you know what I'm talking about, if you're a true rec player or a pro-am player, you know exactly what I mean. If you're running a zone, right, most of the time you run a zone, and if you're running that zone, you're going to be in the corner anyway as the non-lockdown build. You're going to be in the corner. That's where offense and defensive rebound come into play, because you will have opportunities to be down there for rebounding. That's the reason why you want to do that. So perimeter defense is not important to a rec or pro-am player point guard, because you're not going to be playing any defense. You're going to be standing in the corner, or you're going to be playing defense. If you are running man, you're just going to be playing defense on their like lockdown. There's standstill, corner sitting, elbow sitting, spot up shooter. You're not going to be playing on the actual ball handling point guard, okay? So you don't need that, right? Now here, of course, obviously you want to get ball handling and speed with ball maxed out as high as you can. And that's just really for the purposes of just getting quick first step. You really could go 80, but you really want to have 23 playmaking badges at least, okay? So that's the reason why we have this the way it is. Pass accuracy, just get it over an 80. You're really good there. Really, all you need is just gold. Being able to have just gold, a bullet passer, and you'll be good enough. And then, of course, here, you want to be able to get as much, even though you can get above an 85 and you'll be good enough, but this case, we just wanted to make sure we had at least 20 shooting badges. And then, of course, here, all you really needed was just to make sure you can get contact dunks, but we wanted to make sure we had at least 11 finishing badges, and we're going to talk about each one of these badges and why it's important when we get over there, okay? So this is what you would need for solely for rec or pro-am. If you are a rec player, a pro-am player, this is what all you would need. If you just want to have a build like, yo, this is my rec build for playing a point guard, this is what you want, all right? Now, here you have some choices. Now, some rec players love to have a playmaking badge to help out their teammates, which is good. Others are more so just offensive heavy, and you know, obviously they work somewhere in between this realm. And then you also have your finishing. It's really up to you. There's not really a wrong or right answer. I know that if you are more of the ISO type, you will want to go with the ankle breaking shots. And then you also will love to go with the limitless range. But you also, if you are a pick and roll player, then you wouldn't need the ankle breaking shots. What I would go with easy blow bys, and then of course go with limitless range. So I mean, it's really your call in that aspect, all right? This build does come out to an offensive threat, all right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to test this build out real quick. I'm getting a 99, and then of course we will get you out of here, all right? So let's get 99 real quick, all right? Now here, what you want to do is, obviously the most important badge is going to be posterizer, okay? So you want to get your posterizer, and then you want to get your heat seeker. Gives an additional takeover boost on in-shot shots. So these two badges here are what really is going to be the important badges for you, because every single time you finish at the basket, it's going to help you get your takeover. And literally, that's what the game's all about. Who can get team takeover the quickest, you know, who can get the advantage, and that's one thing that you will have. Now, obviously, the last two badges, you want to get Acrobat and then Slithery. These are the two badges right here that you want to get, and that's all you need, okay? That's all you will need. And then here on your shooting, of course, you want to go blinders, you want to go deep threes, you want to go hot zone hunter, you want to go hot shot, and hot shot, you want to go Hall of Fame. And then of course here, if you're a rhythm shooter or you're a stop and pop, it really depends on your play style. Me, I'm a rhythm shooter, so I go rhythm shooter here. And then of course, I didn't get blinders out of Hall of Fame, but anyway, these are the badges that you will want to go with, okay? All right, toxic. You should get takeover over and over and over again with this line, with these badges. Of course, you want to go ankle breaker. Hold up, actually no. You want to get your bailout Hall of Fame. You want to get your bullet passer Hall of Fame. You want to get your quick first step Hall of Fame. You want to get your handles for days Hall of Fame. You want to get your unpluckable at least on gold. And then your last badges, your last 4 badges, this is where you whether go with ankle breaker or space creator, depending on what type of person you are. Or in most instances, if you're using a pick and you're doing a lot of pick and rolling, you do not need space creator, ankle breaker. Like I said, it's so much different in the park, right? Then someone actually will go with needle threader or special delivery, okay? So understand, this is like ankle breaker and space creator. They're good to have, but when you're talking about in a competitive environment, you're just not going to get those, because the lockdowns that is going to be playing, that you're going to be playing against, they're going to have ankle braces Hall of Fame. They're just really going to be really good at that. You're not going to get ankle broken. So you're not going to happen. Now, if you're in a rec and you're playing against, you know, like the casual gamers, then yeah, you get more opportunities for that. But in the grand scheme of things, special delivery just, again, helps with getting takeover. It's all about trying to get team takeover, or how quickly you can get those takeovers and get a massive advantage, all right? And then, of course, defensively, like I said, all you need is going to be pickpocket, interceptor, these two here, and then rebound chaser. That's all you're going to have. And then that's all you need. All right. So again, a different mindset when you're trying to make a point guard for the rec, or just for pro-am, but this is one of the builds that would be perfect for that. Now, I will come back at a later date and do the power forward pro-am type point guard build, but this right here is a true point guard build. All right. So if you enjoyed this video, you know what you need to do, man. Just go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and as usual, your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon on the banger, man, and you know, when I say I'll be back soon on the banger, you already know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.